Hey guys, so I have my September random favorites for you. I already filmed this a couple days ago, but it was like 18 minutes or something seriously ridiculous like that, so I was like, well, let's try that again. So I only have like one actual favorite to show you. The rest is like the new fall TV shows and some music that I've been loving and some apps and games and stuff that I've been playing a lot this summer, or this past month, which was summer for me until the 26th. Anyway, let's get started with the one tangible favorite I have to show you. It is this Lipton Tea and Honey Iced Green Tea Dragon Fruit Peach flavor, and I'm sure you've seen this if you've ever been into the tea aisles in the grocery store or something. I got this at Target. Actually, it was about $2.50 or something, really reasonable like that. So they are these individual packets that you put into like a regular standard water bottle, or in my case I use a little tumbler cup that I have, which is downstairs because I just washed it. This is a really good alternative if you like iced tea but you don't want to go out and like purchase it over and over again like from Starbucks or something, which is my vice. I love their passion tea lemonades, but you know, it's expensive and each one is about the same price as getting a whole box of these. So this has 10 to-go packets. Each packet is technically 2 servings, but each packet goes in like one water bottle, so one bottle is like 2 servings. Does that make any sense? So for each serving, which you think about it as like half a bottle, is 5 calories and only 1 gram of sugar. So for the whole bottle it would be about 10 calories and 2 grams of sugar, which I think is very reasonable. So I really like it, and the flavor is good. Even my health freak brother likes the taste of this, and he was like, it's all packed with sugars, and I was like, actually I don't know. So I checked, and no, it is not. So Alright, moving on to fall TV shows. I'm going to try to keep this short, but I want to talk about all the new ones that I've been watching lately, and then some of the new season premieres of shows that have already been going on. So I watched The Blacklist, Sleepy Hollow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Ironside. I think those are the only new ones that I watched so far anyway. So I want to talk about those and my thoughts and see what you guys thought about them as well. Because, I don't know, I'm a TV addict, so I like to give everything a shot, but some of these I'm just like, man. So the 3 of them I was like, oh, they're okay, and one of them I really loved. So you could probably guess which one I love just because I've been tweeting about it and just it's my kind of show. The one that I loved is The Blacklist. I love the concept, and even when I was watching like the promotions for all the new TV shows that they show like on TV and on Hulu and stuff, that's where I mainly watch stuff. The Blacklist was the only one that I was really like, I'm most definitely going to watch that one and I'll probably like it. And the whole season premiere was very action-packed. It was fast-paced, there's a lot going on, and it was suspenseful and all that fun stuff as well. I kind of wonder if every episode's going to be like that. I really hope not, because I think it needs to like slow down a little bit. I know it was the premiere, so they had to get a lot of information in to kind of suck you into the show, but it was really good. So if you like crime, drama type situations, a little bit of action, thriller stuff going on, then I highly recommend The Blacklist because it's really good. The other 3, Sleepy Hollow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Ironside, are kind of in my type of genre, I guess. Sleepy Hollow is, you know, more of a fantasy drama type show. I like to watch like Supernatural and Once Upon a Time and Grimm, so it kind of has similar aspects to shows that I like. So I thought, you know, I'll give this one a shot. I watched the first 2 episodes, and it's okay. You know, I mean, there's some stuff that I like about it, but it's not really sucking me in at all yet. I'm going to still keep watching it, but so far I'm not totally impressed. If you didn't know what Sleepy Hollow is about, it's pretty much about the reincarnation of Ichabod Crane and this police officer girl, and basically for some reason they come together and now they have to stop the apocalypse. Yes. What? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This was probably the most anticipated new fall show, and I had really high expectations just because everybody was like hyping it up like crazy. So when I watched it, just the beginning sequence, if you watched it already, you know what I'm talking about, when the guy with superpowers climbs up the wall, it just looked so unbelievably fake. You could totally tell he was being pulled up by like a wire or however they happened to do it. It was so obvious. It didn't look like he was climbing the wall. And I know TV isn't as high budget as film, but I was like, really? And this looks so lame. Like, it's not believable at all. And that was like the first thing that you see, so it was just like, really? Am I supposed to be impressed by this? Because I am not. And lastly, Ironside, again, is like a police procedural, except this one, the main guy is in a wheelchair. They kind of give you a little bit of information about how that happened, because he wasn't born that way. It happened fairly recently, so he's adjusting to the whole being paralyzed thing, and then he handpicked his own team. So he is just doing that sort of thing. It's kind of like a non-traditional type team of crime fighters. Also, you should know about that one. It's a remake of an old show, so maybe that's something to consider as well, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going into some other shows that I have loved for years already, so this is like nothing new. Criminal Minds, the season premiere honestly didn't impress me all that much. Am I the only one feeling that? I really wasn't impressed. The next one, Castle. I love this show, and I love how they went right into where it left off in the finale last season. But spoiler, sorry if you watch Castle and haven't seen the premiere, but I hate the FBI team. They need to just know. Go away. Kate needs to leave the FBI, go back to the NYPD, and with Ryan and Espo, and be a family again, because I hate her partner. That's not working for me. Sorry. It's really bad, actually. Everyone hates the partner because she is a bitch. Okay. Yeah, said it. Chicago Fire season 2 premiere was really good, actually. I am very impressed with like the drama, and I didn't think it was gonna go where it went at the very end of the episode. I was like, oh, snaps. So I like it. I just liked Chicago Fire. Who doesn't love a bunch of firemen? I mean, really, come on now. Let's just all be friends. 2 random favorite shows of just the month that have nothing to do with any new season premieres or anything. Mistresses, I guess, was a new summer show. I didn't watch it until the season ended, but it's definitely a guilty pleasure type show. It's kind of like Desperate Housewives and Pretty Little Liars and Sex and the City all kind of jumbled into one. It's based around like 4 main women friends who just have a ton of ridiculous drama. Like, it's so unbelievably unnecessary. It's the US version of a UK show, and apparently it follows the storyline pretty well. So if you've already seen that one, then you probably already know what's going to happen. But Alyssa Milano stars in it, which is kind of why I was intrigued by it in the first place. So it's definitely a very girly, ridiculous, dramatic, over-the-top show, but it's kind of amusing. Okay. And lastly, Numbers. I watched the entire, I believe, 6 seasons over the past month on Hulu Plus, and it just reminded me of how much I loved that show when I was younger. I think I started watching it in middle school, I believe. It's a really good show. It's based on 2 brothers. One is an FBI agent, one is a genius mathematician, and the math professor Charlie, helps his brother Don solve crimes, and they just bond that way, so it's kind of nice. Yay. Okay, moving on to music. I will not play all of the songs because that's what takes forever, but I will leave my playlist favorites, I guess, in the description box, but I will play a few of them just because I don't think you've ever heard any of these songs, and they're really amusing. So the first one in general is just the Rent soundtrack. Who else is a Rent fan? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. I, for some reason, decided to re-watch the movie. I don't know where this thought came from, but actually the first time I watched the movie, I was really young. I think I was in middle school at the time, and I hated it and I fell asleep, so that kind of tells you something. But I watched it a few years after that when I was in high school, and for some reason I just fell in love with it. I loved it the second time I saw it. I watched the whole thing this time, and I really, really liked it. And then I got hooked on the soundtrack as well. I think you do definitely have to watch both, just so you know like why they're singing about the things they're singing about, because it makes a lot more sense that way. I did also see it at the Hollywood Bowl when Vanessa Hudgens played Mimi. That was interesting. The next 2 are Gavin DeGraw. Gavin, we're best friends basically. Gavin DeGraw's 2 new songs that are available from his new album coming out on the 15th. Yeah, I know the date because I am buying it when it comes out. But it's Who's Gonna Save Us and Best I Ever Had. And I love Gavin DeGraw. He can do no wrong in my opinion. So if you love Gavin DeGraw too and you haven't listened to his 2 new songs, what are you doing with yourself? I will link those in the description box. The next song I'm definitely going to have to play for you because it is ridiculous. I found this, it was on my Tumblr feed. Yeah, the things you find on Tumblr, right? It was from Victoria Justice, her show Victorious, that was canceled, I believe. And basically, it is like a feminist song. I wouldn't consider myself a feminist. I really just don't like to label myself ever, but this song is just, you have to hear it. if I could find it. That would be really helpful. Okay.
Why am I always hit on by the boys I never like? I can always see them coming from the left or from the right. I don't wanna be a prince, I'm just trying to be polite, but it always seems to bite me in the ask me for my number, yeah, you put me on the spot. You think that we should hook up, but I think that we should not.
Okay, so you can kind of get the gist of how the song's gonna go. It's basically like, leave me alone, which is kind of how I feel all the time. So, it's just so ridiculous. I can't even deal with the song. It's great and strange, and I love it. The next song is actually Jason DeRulo's new EP. It's called Tattoos. I love the whole thing. Really, I suggest just listening to the whole thing. I don't know, I feel like Jason Derulo doesn't get enough credit, you know? I like him. This next one is called Talk Dirty, featuring 2 Chainz. Why is he called 2 Chainz? I still don't know. So you can get the idea of that one too. It's cool. I like the whole EP in general, but that song is just like, I like this. And lastly, Mclaughlin's new album called Holding My Breath. I really just love his voice. It's very just like relaxing. It's like study type music. And the song Imaginary Tea is by far my favorite on the album. So I'll play a little bit of that as well.
I know what you do. I'm gonna hold you as long as you let me. 'Cause you're mine, I love you.
Okay, so what I like about that album in particular, compared to even his other ones, there's a lot of really intricate like piano and instrumentals, like intros and outros to all of the songs, which I find really nice. Some people are going to hate that, but I just really like it. Again, it's very good for studying if you happen to like playing music while you study, so that's just kind of a little recommendation. Couldn't find the word there. Okay, last category for favorites this month are games. Now, I usually don't talk about games because I'm not a gamer. Like, I'm really not. Like, I could pretend like I'm cool. I'm a gamer. I've just been playing a few games on my phone and then one on my computer, and the 2 that I'm addicted to right now are Jelly Splash. If you guys have not played that game, you really need to start. I'm like way further than anyone that I know. It's kind of embarrassing. I don't know what level I'm on. I think 118. Oh, you can hear the background music. Just so happy. And the other one is Candy Mania, which basically they're just all like puzzle games where you have to like connect things or switch things around, and it's the basics. But Candy Mania is actually adorable because everything is candy, which is always exciting. It's way better than Candy Crush in my personal opinion, but there's like boss levels and you have to beat the Gummy Bear Kings. This is not a joke. Gummy Bear Kings. Genius. And the last one is actually Cooking Dash 3 Thrills and Spills. It's on my computer. There's like Diner Dash and Cooking Dash and Hotel Dash and all that stuff on like apps on the iPhones and stuff. But I actually got the computer game version of one of them. Thanks, Eric. And I love this game. I don't know, it's just like, it's a bigger version of the app game. It's just all up on my screen. So if you like time management type games like Diner Dash and stuff like that, I'm sure you guys have heard of at least Diner Dash, right? Then you might like this one as well. So that is it for this month. Hopefully you guys like this video. I hope I kept it a little bit shorter than last time I filmed it. So let me know if you guys have any cool TV shows, music, game, tea, drinks, and leave them in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!